Mr. Bienvenue, and so we just discussed that there's a lot of good, hardworking Americans that rely on you all to make sure that they get a good investment so they can educate their kids, so that they can retire when they want to, so that they maybe can go on a vacation and do the simple things in life. And you know, I'm a simple country dentist. We got a lot of smart people up here. I hope I'm at least half as smart, but I just want to ask some simple questions. What's your job? What is your responsibility? If you were to say it to me in one sentence, what is your job?
My job is to take $500 billion and expose it to a set of investment risks across asset class to earn something like a 6.8 to 7% return over generations.
Is your job to get the maximum return on investment?
My job is to get return per unit of risk. We're very risk focused also, but yes, return per unit of risk is critical.
To safely, let me put it in plain English, to safely get the maximum return on investment. Is that your job?
In investment terms, it's about to maximizing our Sharpe ratio, which is the highest numerator and the lesser denominator.
So if it became clear to you that for those firefighters and teachers and janitors and everyone else, that you could get maximum return on investment safely by investing in a fossil fuel company, would you?
We are invested in fossil fuel companies. It's part of a diversified portfolio for us. So yes, anything that will generate returns to pay benefits.
Would you encourage that though?
We are all about generating returns.
Or would you try to change the focus of that company? Would you have meetings and shareholder resolutions, et cetera, to replace boards of directors?
We want every company that we invest in to be sustainable and to generate profits now, but they must generate profits 20 years from now and 40 years from now.
If you had two companies and one of them offered a lower return of investment for those firefighters, teachers, janitors, et cetera, and one was a climate-based company, a wind turbine company, like Ørsted, for example. I don't know if are you invested in Ørsted?
I'm not sure. We own 10,000 securities across.
Okay, that's a big one. It's a big Danish company with wind turbines, but you're invested in some wind, I would imagine. Am I correct?
We are.
Okay. And you know that wind requires subsidization. You have to subsidize wind. And even with the billions upon billions of dollars of tax dollars of those firefighters, teachers, and janitors, their money going in to subsidize these foreign companies, they've been having a really tough time and not really returning on investment. Are you aware of that?
As I say, every decision that we make when we invest is about generating long-term returns to pay pensions.
So you're good, man, you're good. Seriously. I'm asking you a specific question. If you had a company that was faith-based and you could invest in that and it gave a good return, as opposed to a company that fit into more of your values, what would you do?
Every investment is about how it fits into that large 10,000 plus security portfolio and how that portfolio can generate returns to pay pensions. And every decision we make is through that lens.
So Climate Action 100 recently lost the backing of BlackRock, State Street, JP Morgan Management, and a combined total of $14 trillion. Has that departure made you be retrospective at all, introspective? Has it made you think? I mean, those are big dogs, they matter. Again, whether we love them all the time or not, you know, good return on investment. A lot of people's firefighters, teachers, janitors that you mentioned. You know, the point I want to make here is, honestly, and when I say that you're good, you're a good speaker and you're good at evading the question respectfully. The bottom line is that I think because of a social agenda that you all have, you're giving up the return on investment that you could have because you're trying to socially change the country. That's not your job. Your job is to help these people get that maximum return on investment. It isn't to change America as we know it. And climate change and the decisions that we made, that's up to the United States Congress. That's up to the House, the Senate, and the President, however you feel about it. It's not up to you all. It's not up to you to do that. I know that you think that by leveraging money, and you have a great deal of it, you can do that, but that's wrong. And if you really care about those people that my friend from California mentioned, if you really care about all those hardworking Americans who are breaking their back every day, who are relying on you for investments to do the very best you possibly can for them, you're falling short, in my opinion. And with that, I yield back.
The gentleman